Crédit Suisse stands accused of having ties with criminals, including alleged human rights abusers and dictators. This after a data leak published the accounts of more than 18,000 of its clients. The source of the revelations, a whistleblower who sent his findings to German newspaper Süddeutsche Zeitung. The data was then passed on to several outlets, including the New York Times and The Guardian. The findings included accounts dating back to the 1940s. The most recent ones, the 2010s. The 18,000 accounts collectively held more than $100 billion, some of them linked to questionable funds. Among the most notable names, King Abdullah of Jordan, who had deposited a sum of over 230 million euros, the sons of former Egyptian dictator Hosni Mubarak, and the accounts of his late intelligence chief Omar Suleiman, who had been accused of torture. Former Algerian president, the late Abdelaziz Bouteflika, was also identified. For many, the news comes as no surprise. Switzerland has struggled to shed its image as a banking haven for criminals. Its 1934 Banking Act meant that employees who disclosed confidential customer information could end up in prison. While the laws were changed recently to combat fraud, parts of the legislation still mean a person can be prosecuted for publishing banking data. The strict laws has meant some employees turn a blind eye to the criminal origins of funds. Crédit Suisse has denied any wrongdoing. It claims 90% of the accounts have now been closed. The revelations add to a string of crises that have hit the bank in recent years. In 2014, it was engulfed in an American tax evasion scandal, which resulted in a fine of $2.6 billion. Last year, it was forced to pay $475 million after it was involved in a bribery scheme in Mozambique.